Welcome to CTV Sports and semifinal number one of the World Polo League 2024 Triple Crown of Polo, where we have Audi going up against Travieso.
And coming today from that epic field, number one here at Grand Champions Polo Club. There you get a nice view from our drone pilot. 84 degrees. Not exactly cool out there, so a good condition for our two teams.
You said it, Jan, and it looks like we have some amazing players ready to take the field. Let's take a look. All right, welcome back to CTV Sports, everybody. I'm Dale Schwetz.
I'm Jan Eric Frank. Great to have you with us.
And we are live from the Grand Champions Polo Club. It's our semifinal number one, and this is a huge day here in the Triple Crown of Polo. Audi against Travieso. Jan, and could you ask for a better matchup here to start our semifinal number one?
Absolutely not. And I'd like to also take this opportunity from all of us here at CTV Sports to congratulate Mark Ganzi, also getting through to the final of the President's Cup.
Yeah, good call, good call. We were actually down there and representing Gracie and Audi. Very strong. They led the whole game and then finished only by a goal. Mm-hmm. So they had a great comeback there by Riverview. And the very strong team review. They kept pushing and pushing. Martin Jauregui had to leave the game and with an injury, so we hope he's better for the final. But Camacho Piedras did a great job with the finish. And congratulations, Audi. Yeah.
So the big question is, how much of that high will Mark Ganzi be bringing with him into this game? I know that this is equally as important. Here we go then, as balls thrown into play. Let me just, or let us just give you a quick rundown once again of who's who. Audi today in the dark shirts. We just spoke about him. Mark Ganzi at number one. Paquito de Narvaez in white, beg your pardon, Audi in white today. Sorry, I do stand correct. Travieso are in the dark shirts. So Audi in the white shirts are led by Mark Ganzi at number one. The one goaler, then the 16-year-old 5-goaler Paquito de Narvaez at number two, and then the two 10-goalers. 21-year-old Hector Castañola at number three, and Pablo McDonough playing the number four for Travieso. Teo Calle at number one, Mackenzie Weiss at number two, Nick Roldan should be at number three, and Juan Martin Zubia playing, as he always does, at the backdoor position. And here's the first shot on goal. And look at this, the finishing coming up here now. Nicely done. Just slots it away by Hector Castañola.
Yeah, they actually get luckier because they bad luck at first. While Jan was actually giving everybody a rundown on all the players, the ball fell in a hole. I mean, just today where the horses were kind of digging it up, they went running out, and there's a divot there, and the ball fell into the divot, and Heta, it was a buried ball, so Heta couldn't pull it out. They win the bowling, though, and get the offensive attack. Well done.
So Audi not wasting any time here, revving up that engine. They've won the throw-in once again. Man on the move here. That is that 16-year-old 5-goal player I was just talking about, Paquito de Narvaez. Round the outside then, once again, picked up by Hector Castañola. He's got Nick Roldan there. You see him there with the number 3 on his shirt, coming in for a challenge. Still Nick now taking on the Cobra. And that ball will just hop over the back line. So... not wasting any time here, are they, Dale, to really get things going?
But they need to do that. You remember their last game, they came out of and just scored a tremendous amount of goals early, Travieso. They added to their 2-goal handicap. They need to do that against Audi.
Yep, you're absolutely right, because Audi, of course, the only team with a clean record, as we said, 3-0. But as you know, Dale, and as we know here at CTV Sports, a game of polo is like a box of chocolates. You just never know what you're going to get. You might have all the predictions, a little miss hit there by the number 4, Pablo McDonough. Turn around very quickly here by Nick Roldan. Pablo wants it back. Nick trying to take the scenic route, gets a bit of support there. Nicely done by Juan Martin Zubia, taking the ball up now on the left-hand side. He'll work it a little bit further, allowing his number 2 there, Mackenzie Weiss, to try and clear a little bit more of the passage. In comes the challenge from Castagnola. Let's have another close look at this here. You see Castagnola on the right coming in with the number 3. Keep an eye on him. Controlled by Zubia. Changed the line. What did you make of that, Dale?
Yeah, I mean, he just changed it at 90 degrees. A great play by Pablo. I mean, Heta's in a good spot. They come across actually, and Nick goes to take it across the field there, and it's just, tough play, but good call. 90 degrees. It's weird because Heta's in a good spot. He's actually on that side, but he's at 45 degrees, and the ball got pushed to 90 degrees. So a good play by Travieso. And Heta knew, he went for it. If he gets away with that one and he is clean, he's off to the races.
Yeah.
So, and it's a weird play. Heta's 10 goals, so, he's making strategic plays, but that ball was actually hit like at maybe 80 degrees and he was sitting at 60. It's like such a sharp angle game of inches, Polo is, but a good call by the umpires. And penalty 4, 60-yard shot. It'll be Nick Roldan. Ooh, that ball was hit well.
Very well.
And with a lot of speed there. Very, very hard. Of course, Nick has been playing at a high level. And remember, when we go back, we'll go through it here when we get to the courtesy change, how we broke down to get to the semifinal number 1.
Knock incoming. Here it is. Juan Martin. I beg your pardon, the number 4. Pablo McDonough. Intercepted. Picked up again by the 10-goaler. Pablo gets it over the halfway line. Wants to get it a bit further down into the half of Travieso. Now the challenge coming in from Nick Roldan. And he's going to win that challenge. Oh, that little duel there with McDonough. He gets lucky, gets the ball back, but so will Nick. A little bit of a deflection. Ball lands right at his feet. He's found a little gap. Stolen there by Castagnola, just waiting for the opportune moment to do exactly what he did. Now then, Castagnola within range. He's within the 40. Left now for Pablo McDonough. Roldan taking on 2 10-goalers and winning.
Yeah, the great job there by Nick working it out. He still has control. Picked up by Paquito.
And what's he going to do? Paquito turns it on the halfway line. He knows he's got Heta behind him. And he's going to send that one out to the left in the hope that McDonough, I believe that is, to pick it up. Well, he did pick it up. Going to extend it with a nice straight backhand. Paquito too far away to pick that one up. He would have had to lean very far out of the saddle. More than he would have been able to. And another cheeky steal here by Castagnola. There was a deflection, but the ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, quick play here by Heta. Inside the 6, he chooses to shoot the ball quickly. And, well, there's that gives you a good read on how this semifinal number 1 here in the Triple Crown of Polo is going to go. Straight 4.5 minutes of running. All we had was 1 bowling at the beginning. And otherwise it's been straight, clean, just great polo. And we got 1 goal by Heta Castagnola. Now, remember, we were going through it. We had 2 brackets, of course. And the bracket system, as we had 8 teams enter, 2 brackets, 4 play within. They play within their brackets, 1 and 2. And the first place team in each bracket, and in this case, it was Audi in bracket 2. Well, they'll play the second place team in the opposite bracket. Now was, Travieso in bracket 1. Our second semifinal today will be Casablanca, who was first place in bracket 1. And Park Place, they were second place. And it was so tight, Jan. I mean, that's why I said these semifinals, both these teams earned their way in here. And congratulations to all the other teams that played, because all the games, if you go through the stats, were just very, very close. And great having seen 8 teams here in the 2024 Triple Crown of Polo.
Absolutely. Back on the field we go then. And Mr. Juan Martin Zubia, 25 years of age, 9 goals already to his name. I'm sure it won't be too long till we see him going into double figures on handicap. Second attempt, a little cut shot. Looking for Kaye. He's up at the front, or he was up at the front, or an appeal coming in from Mackenzie Weiss. Umpire saying, no, you play on. And Audi, very quick on the move. And Mr. Mark Gansey will lay this one up just right. And Gansey,
what a save.
Has it stolen there?
No, I think it's not. But what great sportsmanship here by Zubia. But look at this mare of Mark Gansey's, first of all. You want to ride an Ultra Glide. This is a horse that just runs so smooth. Mark just drags it in there. Remember, he just got done playing 6 chukkers, and that ball's out of bounds. What a save, though, by Juan Martin Zubia, though. He saves the ball, and so it keeps it from being a goal, but ends up getting a safety, penalty 6. Defending team hits it over their own end line. The opposing team, of course, will get a 60-yard shot from wherever that ball rolled over the end line. No more than 40 yards from the center. Umpires will judge that. And the reason why they do that from the center, only 40 yards to the left or the right, is based on one approach, one hit at the goal. And you are not allowed to dribble this penalty shot. You need to have one stroke, one hit. And if you miss-hit it and it goes 2 feet, then it's fine. But you need to take a legitimate swing at the ball. Here comes Castanola. Heta. Just off to the right.
So both Nick and Heta are not able to pick up a goal here, both of them. So I think that's just respect and nerves.
Yeah, and inches. Both of them, I think. Heta's looked like he was just off to the right. Nick's was off to the right or off to the left a little bit. Yeah, early energy. I won't call it nerves because these guys got nerves of, they're ready to go. But just maybe overhitting a little bit, a little harder than they might want to.
Roldan with a nice deep ball into the half of Audi. Not much Juan Martin Zubia can do there. Quickly turned around, fed to Pablo McDonough, but he's already had a lot of touches, has Nick Roldan. Charging down the line, again the appeal from Juan Martin Zubia. Umpires are saying, no, you play on. Another monster shot from Castagnola. And he's got, I thought he had Mark in his sights, or this young man. And Paquito de Narvaez picks up his first goal of the game.
Yeah, and I like the non-call down on the turn. I know Zubia's got to go for that one. I mean, he's got to ride for it because no matter what, Heta's going to hit the next ball deep, so he's not going to be in the play anyways. He might get the foul, but I like the non-call, and I think the umpires have set a standard here for the semifinal number 1. So they're going to know that. When the player's right off the field, they're going to know, and they're going to be ready to go. So this is going to be a good one. We'll be right back with our second Chukker play. If you are in the area, I suggest you make your way to Sunset Chuckles and Cocktail because this is a fun type polo match. It's where everyone's relaxing, chilling, just having a great time. We have great hors d'oeuvres and a special drink for the day. Welcome back to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz.
I'm Jan Eric Frankel. Well, welcome to our semi-final.
live from the Grand Champions Polo Club Field number 1, semifinal number 1, Triple Crown of Polo 2024. Audi in the white jerseys today, Mark Ganzi, Paquito de Navas, Heta Castañola, and Pablo McDonough. Travieso in the black jerseys with Teo Calle, Mackenzie Weiss, Nick Roldan, and Juan Martin Zubia. 2 goals given on handicap, 2 unanswered goals in the first chukker, 2-2, second chukker action.
And Audi not winning that first throw-in, but they've won the ball now, and they will run it. Heta Castañola, one of the 2 10-goalers on that team, hits that one, came off the pony of Teo Calle. He appealed to the umpires, but they're allowing play to continue. And now it's again the turn of Travieso. Nick Roldan coming on the left-hand side, checks. Leaves that one nicely for his number 2. Oh, that was a clever play here by Travieso. Nick Roldan feeding the ball to Mackenzie, and he just slots it home.
Yeah, and this is what they needed, Yan, just to kind of get that first goal in. Very strong team right there. Look, a little drop shot to Mackenzie. Mackenzie, of course, filling in as they were playing the they had the whole season with Pipe Versalino, and a good shout out to Pipe because he was a joy to watch. From the penalty line and on the field. I love the way the guy plays polo.
Yep.
You know, he's just one of those players that you remember, and I mounted very well. So congratulations, Pipe, for a great season. But Mackenzie fits the team very well in the end.
He does.
Playing well.
No, and it's been a pleasure watching him too, and he's definitely stepped up to the plate. He's become a very, very good replacement, as you said, for Pipe, who's been absolutely outstanding. And no, he slotted in very well, and I'm pretty sure we will see more than just the 1 goal by him here this afternoon.
Outlet pass going across the field, just good read, a short pass, but you can make good on that, and a good read here by young Paquito de Navas. Couldn't get the ball on the outlet pass from Heta, so he just turns upfield and collects the right of way. A little different right of way play there. Remember, we always talk about the player following the ball has the right of way. Well, if you're meeting it 100% as Paquito was, then you will get the whistle if someone comes in front of you. So a good read there by Paquito, penalty 5A, and away we go.
And quickly taken. Now look at this on the move at the front door. Oh, what a great pickup. He worked hard for that. Again, look at the when you see the replay, the pass coming from Heta Castañola. Here it comes on your screen. There is the drive. Thought it might just run into some obstacles, but it just ran straight through, and great stick work here by the Cobra, picking up his first goal of the game.
Yeah, and you got to give credit is due, Yan. Pablo McDonough actually makes the hook there on Zubia, and that's why that ball actually made it all the way through so that the Cobra could jump on it and get the finish. But good teamwork by Audi, and also Yan. You remember the 5As and the 5Bs and the knock-ins. You want to have positive possessions? That's high level.
It is. Well, this is, speaking of high level, the highest level of polo you will see on planet Earth outside of Argentina, and the birthplace, of course, here of the World Polo League Grand Champions Polo Club. And look at this. Senor Teo Calle nearly picking up his first goal on a very difficult near-side shot. Back to Audi, and Paquito de Navas teeing it up nicely for Castañola. Has a bit of work to do to get the ball off the boards. A step to the left, a step to the right, and once again, look at this, the give and go up to the front door. Perfectly dropped for Ganzi. Unlucky there, Mark, as Juan Martin Zubia for Travieso will control the ball. He's got McDonough coming in for the challenge, and Nick as well. Now they do the switcheroo. Ganzi trying to get a piece of Nick. He's still going to have another go at him, but Nick felt it coming, plays the ball out to the boards, but then there's another 10-goaler. But again, Nick working very hard.
Doing a great job.
Yeah,
I think he's playing phenomenal. I just got to give it up. He's at his level here, just been so strong.
So on the move then, Castañola, Heta in front and on his own, playing a little bit of cat and mouse here with Juan Martin Zubia. The deflection. Well, he got very lucky that ball landed where it did. Paquito de Navas needs to be careful that he doesn't come across that right away.
The 2 young bucks going at it here, Yan.
Yep.
I figure I was waiting for them to match up today. Mackenzie number 2, of course. Paquito number 2, and I love it. Paquito goes for the hook to back shot, but he's going to get caught there. Mackenzie's going to win this one, but they're going to have a lot of little battles today. But Mackenzie spins that ball around nicely, gets it on his offside. Paquito gets stuck on the near side, the left side of the pony. And remember, there's no right-of-way on the near side. You need to switch over to the offside. The dominant side of the game of polo is played on the right side. So if a player was running down the field on the near side, on the left side, on the boards right there, was running down the field, and a player came to meet him, then that player would have to jump the boards and play the ball on the offside. Now, you might say, well, wait, I got the ball. That doesn't matter in the game of polo because the dominant side is the right side, no right-of-way on the near side. And that's a big rule when you learn to play. And, of course, you can learn to play polo at the Polo School. Here, of course, in session at the Santa Rita Polo Farm and the Polo School Farm. And, of course, Juan Bellini, Director of Operations, and our General Manager, Cale Newman. They will set you up with any kind of polo lesson. And what a season the Polo School had. Not just playing polo. They had a lot of Polo School teams, but the Polo School this year, we saw so many players, Yan, graduate and move to the real game, move to the field. That was cool to see.
Well, not only that, but also the Polo School Women's Polo League has been, we've seen.
You got to do a lot of that too.
Yeah. And I mean, this is what's so great about Grand Champions Polo Club, that everything from, as you said, 6 to 26 goal. But picking up on what you were talking about, the school, you can really see how that investment is paying off so quickly. I remember some of these youngsters who came out last year and how they've progressed within just 12 months is phenomenal. So once again, Grand Champions Polo Club raising the bar. But now let's go back to the action and watch Juan Martin Zubia. Yeah, he's going to unload a long ball, a high ball. I don't think he was looking for Kaya, and he actually scores. Wow.
It looked like it dropped in to me, but Heta's riding there like no. So tough play here for our goal judge. That ball was hit as high as it was distance-wise. I mean, he hit that ball did he pick it up off the bounce or something? Because he hit it so high. Juan Martin, who's also been playing at a very high level, 9 goals, of course. I'm sorry. And they look like they might trigger this one. Now, remember, if the trigger, we have all the challenges are in place for our semifinals, and each team will receive 1 challenge per half. They can challenge any call the umpires make and ball placements. And we'll go through some stats that our IRO / third man, insert replay official, has put together for our challenges. And it's very interesting stats on penalties and ball placements. Also, all the triggers are in place, and the umpires can trigger, a shot on goal right here is one of the main triggers they use tremendously, is that. And that's a very important trigger, as you can understand. And, of course, anytime 2 4-legged athletes come together, 2 2-legged athletes, any hard play, they can trigger, and they can trigger any unsportsmanlike conduct. And, of course, the umpire trigger is in place when they disagree. If one umpire sees one play and another umpire sees another, then they will go to the IRO third man.
As always, well broken down here by Dale Schwetz, of course. And that ball, well, that's about as close to Remington as we've seen all season, I think. Dale.
Yeah, and a good read here by Mackenzie, who he has had a great look at that ball, but that was a true Remington at the highest level, Yan. I mean, inches again. This game has been so tight early on, hence 3-3.
Back to Juan Martin Zubia. 25-year-old 9-goaler. Been such a rock and a foundation within that team, as has this man, as we spoke about earlier. Mackenzie Weiss slotting in very well. In comes, I beg your pardon, that's Nick rolled down with the number 3. Now it's Mackenzie Weiss supporting the 8-goaler Nick. Now the switcheroo coming. Now, is he going to try and unload another one of those shots? I think he might just have a go at this. Well, that's kept very low, but that ball's still running. And it'll be picked up by Pablo McDonough with about a yard or 2 in front of his own goal mouth. Hammers one out to the right-hand side. Finds Heta. Had to try to extend it, but again, there was a deflection, and we might have a change of... Well, I think we will have a change of possession.
Yeah, we have change of possession here, a cop on the pitch, and both teams early, Jan. And I'm going to say it early and emphasize that because both of them go into, like, what do we do?
Yep.
You know, and they play. This is a lot. Remember, at this time in the season, a lot of poles been played, and these teams have been fine oiled, you could say, machines. But at the moment, it looks like both teams trying to figure out what's going to be their best offensive play.
Yeah, it still seems a little bit unsettled. I mean, we've already had 4 goals so far, in addition to the 2 given on handicap, but it hasn't yet really blossomed. I'm sure that will happen or come over time.
Great defense by both teams.
Yeah,
I mean, just like higher level defense is crazy. I mean, they're reading plays before the offense can get going. Nick again has control now, and this is where they've been kind of each team shutting the opposing team down right around the 60.
Stolen by Castagnola, and we know how quick he can be from 0 to 100. The open backhand from Nick. He's found Zubia. He might have a go on the left-hand side. Well, he's getting closer and closer. Here comes the drive. Will it just tuck in on the inside again? I think very similar, Remington, to what we saw at the north end.
100%. Remember, the buzzer beater is in place, so if a shot is hit after the final or before the final horn and the ball continues, such as that right there, that would have been a goal. So we'll be right back for our third Chukker. Third Chukker action, Grand Champions Polo Club, field number 1, and we were just breaking it down here, 3-3, Audi in the white jerseys, Travieso in the black, and Jan and I were talking about how just the defense has been so strong here, especially the second half of the second Chukker. Players are trying to get free, but every time they get a pass, there's a man already there, and we were kind of reminiscing. Because these teams are so well coached and so well schooled with the players that are involved that you're going to see so many different plays, and I wouldn't be surprised if you don't start seeing the offense turn into defense in some ways where they go to their man early and start putting them in places, Jan, and then try to open up some space. Because at the moment, both teams are just fabulous shutting the game down. And that's it. And it's not boring to watch at all. No. I mean, it's great to watch, but it's 3-3, and that's where we're at.
Yeah, it's a bit like a chess game on horseback. Everybody being very careful and conscious of the fact that they don't want to make any unnecessary fouls. A little shot on goal there. Didn't quite get the contact by the number 2 in white. That was Paquito de Narvaez. Nick Roldan snaps one out to the left-hand side looking for Juan Martin Zubia. He's found him.
But, bounce over the boards there. Good shot of the boards. And that'll be a change of possession here. This is going to be, remember, that ball, if it's outside the 60, he is allowed to tap it. Heta.
Yeah. Oh, well done. But, again, Mackenzie Weiss.
He's caught here on the right-of-way violation. Get a better look at it from here, from our center cam. Mackenzie thought he was good here, but no. Remember the near side, right? No right-of-way on the near side. Can look like a beach ball sometimes, though. You know, when he hits it out there, he had to kind of lay it out there. Here, you want it? But here's the problem, and as you said, you got to be careful there because in a game this tight, those little plays will come back to haunt you. And when you can go to the line, and as good as these teams are on the line, both of them have dodged bullets early with penalty 4 missed by Nick and a penalty 4 missed by Hetta. But now you're going to the open goal penalty 2, 30-yard shot. It's going to be Marganzi. And right down the center.
Picking up his second goal of the match. Sir Audi, who have not been in the lead yet, with that goal, take the lead for the first time, 4-3.
Yeah, Mackenzie Weiss is, I think you're going to see a lot from him and Paquito de Neves. I think those two guys are going to be a big difference on opening up those plays that we were talking about, Yan. You know what I mean? I think Wise and de Neves, I think there's the two that I think we're going to see because they're the new additions to these teams, and you know how well these teams have played. And we've seen the 10-goalers, and Nick and Juan Martin have been fabulous. Teo and Mark are awesome, especially at the number 1 position. So that's going to be a big deal. Good pickup here by Hetta.
Yeah, I was just going to say, as you were talking about a big deal, another big deal, look how he outplays Juan Martin Zubia, plays the ball around the outside of the player on the right, and he takes the ball or runs round on the left to pick it up again. Superb play there by Hetta Castagnola.
Yeah, keep an eye on the inside of the game, and don't keep an eye on Paquito and Mackenzie. They're going to be working against players, Yan, to try to free up these guys, and that's where Hetta gets loose. And if they can free up the big guns, then you have a different game.
Cut shot coming, looking for Mark, and there is the man you were just talking to about Paquito de Neves. Has to leave it behind for Hetta. And Hetta, as you know, just give him a little bit of room and he will immediately try and get a shot off as well McDonough. And this, again, about maybe foot and a half to the left.
But again, good defense. I mean, just spectacular defense. I mean, Pablo's got to shoot between like 2 defenders. Like there's one defender on him and there's another one 8 yards down the field blocking the goal. And that's been the same with both teams. You know, the slight breakaways we've seen, and that's where we've had the goals. On the outlet pass, Nick.
And he will control it. Lose it as well as Pablo McDonough just came down. Well, that's that old rule. If you lose, you snooze. Sabia coming back. Again, just in front of his own back line. The little lofted shot around the outside of Pablo McDonough, but a whistle.
Yeah, a little right-of-way violation here. The player kind of falling across the right-of-way. Keep an eye on this. Gets turned around by Zubia. Right there.
Yeah.
A little rub on the backside.
Yeah.
Little uneven ride-off. That'll take it to center. And remember, the 2-point conversion is in place from half field. Any shot from half field. Now they're going to talk about maybe moving this play, and you might get a challenge here on the ball placement, Yan. And going to that on our stats, a lot of the teams have been using just ball placements. Audi, all they challenge is ball placements. We talked about Kaya and Mariano Aguirre. He was all ball placements early, and then he went to challenges some fouls and ball placements. But congratulations to Mariano because he had 3 challenges, and he won all 3. So congratulations to Kaya. They did a great job. Audi, they had 2, they lost 2, but ball placements. But that's their style. They're challenging ball placements. And I like the way the teams have been using the system. And then it kind of goes down and we'll break it down. Great job here by Senfest. Also two and they challenged 2 fouls and they were correct on both. So great job there by Magula Prida and that crew using the system at a high level. And it's great to see that, Yan, how the players and teams been being successful in that.
It has indeed. Here we go. That interception by Hetta Castagnola, just taking the pace out a little bit because he's got no one. Well, he didn't have anybody until now to play it to. Eyeing up Pablo McDonough, but Juan Martin Zubia, he's also having a very busy day at the office here. Field number 1, Grand Champions Polo Club. Ball lands on the sideboards. A big hit there by Mackenzie Weiss. And Again, Hector Castagnola jumping on that gap, jumping on that right of way. He's got Juan Martin Zabia behind him. Hector, I'm pretty sure, will try and finish this one by himself. Ran into some traffic. Round the outside, in comes the Cobra, and he will finish. I'd probably say, yeah, Hector, that's how you get it done.
Yeah, I know. Well done, Cobra. Good job. I mean, this is great because it bounces off as a broken play, actually, and Mark just jumps on it, and Hector was going to grab it from him right here, but he knows the Cobra right inside that red zone has been phenomenal, so let him finish. Number 3 for Mark. And that'll take us to our currency change here. So now Audi getting some openings here in the third Chukker game.
Yeah, they certainly are.
Got to watch out.
3-0 at the moment. It was 1 apiece in the second Chukker, and again 2-0 in the first Chukker. So, but Travieso have done this before, Dale. They lead us up the garden path, and we all kind of think, okay, is this the beginning of the end? And then all of a sudden...
Well, I hope they go the other way.
Yeah.
Because remember, they had probably one of the best halves in polo all season in their quarterfinal.
Yeah.
Okay, to get here. And they went up against Casablanca. That's why Casablanca went first place. They went to who beat who. They tied on records 2-1. Casablanca will go up against Park Place. And they had a phenomenal first half. I mean, it looked like they were going to just bulldoze Casablanca. Now, I was saying the whole broadcast, Casablanca's a second-half team. But they have been a second-half team. But to come back that many goals and then pull out the win, congratulations, Casablanca. Remember, you can that'll be our second semifinal today. So make sure you stay with us for that. But so maybe you got a little reverse here. We got to talk to Nick today. We saw Nick earlier, and he said, yeah, they didn't have a good half. Of course, you know, the team was very cordial with each other on basically kind of giving it away in some ways. Well, we'll see how they adjust. Remember Audi, they stay pretty steady, Eddie, when they get going. That's been their MO, you could say. Once they get going, they have that kind of pace that kind of lulls you to sleep, and then they score one. And as you said, once they have possession, it can be tough to get the ball from them because they're also good with the ball.
Here we go then. Under the neck from Castagnola up to the front door. Bit of a sword fight going on. McDonough stops and turns. Once again, that rotation working very well here for Audi. And you see they still, do they still have possession? Mackenzie coming in. Hector will try and steal it off him. Nearly gets away with it, or does he even get away with it? Well, Juan Martin Zabia had to lend a helping hand there, but Castagnola working exceptionally hard. And as is this man here, Paquito de Narvaez. Up to the front door. What a perfect pass. Castagnola lets everybody run over. A little chip shot. The first didn't go anywhere. The second, however, no mistake for Hector Castagnola.
Yeah. Congratulations. Also, Paquito, great pass again, and then they're getting away. They're sneaking away from him. See right here, this is a late play. I mean, you can't leave Hector by himself inside the 60-yard line. You know, and you can't leave anybody in this league, but especially him.
So 4 goals then all of a sudden, being down by 2, up by 4. Remember that Travieso were given 2 goals on handicap. And it's incredible how quick this first half, with a little under a minute and a half is left to play, is over.
Whew, they're just peppering the ball now. Wow. This is the great goal here. I mean, this is just taking the energy from the last goal. Look at this. One tap. I'm going to fire it home. Pablo, golazo. McDonough. First of the day, but there's more to come.
I am sure. Down to the last minute to play then here in the first half. And, of course, that's now gone up to 5-0 in this Chukker on its own. Travieso this time winning the throw-in. Remember, we've got the halftime stats coming up on your screens right after this Chukker.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
That is what they needed right there. Golazo. Mackenzie Weiss. And this is what you need. I know Travieso, you know, they don't want to be down by 4 going in, and this is a golazo, and Mackenzie just firing it, and that is huge for Travieso here, Jan.
It is, Dal, because like I said, Dol, as we've been noticing, Audi was showing signs of running away with things. So here then are your half-time stats. Well, that explains a little bit also the score, 8 goals to 4, 13 shots by Audi, only 5 by Travieso. Knock-ins, relatively evenly matched. Throw-ins, again, relatively evenly matched. So I'm sure that Travieso will have 1 or 2 points of discussion here in the halftime break. We will be back, of course, with the second half here on CTV Sports in a few moments. Stay with us.
My name is Nacho Estrada. I'm from Argentina, 8 goals.
Hilario Figueras, 5 goals from Argentina.
My name is Martín Jauregui. My handicap is 6 goals. I'm from Argentina.
Silvestre Novillo, and I'm from Argentina, Buenos Aires.
I'm Tomás Pérez from Argentina, and I'm 6 goals.
Francisco Spinacci, and I am from Argentina, Buenos Aires.
I'm Juan Bolini, and I'm a 3-goal polo player right now, but I used to be 8, and I'm from Argentina. No, actually, now I'm American.
No, here is amazing. The view, the fields, everything is super nice.
Question is what I don't like about Aspen. I think I like everything about Aspen. The weather, the field. Right now in the summer, I would say the best club in the world.
Friendship, the people, the scenery, everything. This is my 7th year coming in a row, and I feel like I'm at home right now. So me and the family were around like we know the place for a long time, and we enjoy the summer a lot.
When I come here winter and summer, I actually like Aspen more in summer. There's more stuff to do.
All the mountains around here, like it's a pretty nice place, and it is nice to play because there are very good horses, and I play with a lot of friends.
No, I like the polo, the horses, and the people.
I like to do mountain biking and to go to the lake.
Yes, going to the lake, stay here in the barn, everything.
It look amazing. It's my first time here, but all the things they doing today is amazing. So I'm gonna be enjoy, and I appreciate to inviting me to be here in the season.
Christmas in July, kids are always looking forward for it. The day they come to Aspen, they know they relate it with Christmas in July, an extra that they have here.
I like Christmas in July because we like get all together and we receive a lot of presents.
have an opportunity. Santos Bellini going to fire one from 60. Oh, off the post. Welcome back to CTV Sports, and we are live from the Grand Champions Polo Clubs. Here's our teams right here. Audi, good shot there. Mark, Paco, Camilo, and Pablo. Playing well in the white jerseys, And then, of course, Travieso with Nick Teo. Felipe, who's being filled in with Mackenzie Weiss and Juan Martin Zubia. And Yan, stats don't lie.
They certainly don't.
The numbers don't lie. Shots on goal was a huge, huge stat. And I think that's probably the biggest stat that stands out because it's not like Travieso's playing that bad. It's just when you only have 5 shots, you remember you can't score if you're not shooting.
Absolutely.
So if you're not getting those goals, and I'm sure they figured, they talked about that at halftime, just trying to figure out to get more shots. And Audi's, they've made 8, and I think they had about 16 shots or something. So,
yeah, 50 exactly. Yeah. So it's working very well. Audi have definitely found their rhythm. It'd be interesting to see what they discussed, what the coach had to say for Travieso, and how they're going to adjust their game plan. Players are coming back out from the respective pony lines, ready then to start Chukker number 4. Remember, 6 Chukkers will be played. And as Dale was saying earlier on at the beginning of the broadcast, that this afternoon at 4 o'clock, that's in about an hour and 11, hour and 10 minutes from now, we will have, I'm very excited to see that, I'm going to bring that to you, our second semi-final of the Triple Crown. Casablanca up against Park Place. Park Place, of course, making their debut appearance with the World Polo League this year, have already won one of the series. But here we go then, ball back in play to get Chukker number 4 underway, and it's won by Audi. First touch coming from Castagnola, but he will leave the right of way to Paquito de Narvaez. Well, there's an appeal from Juan Martin Zubia. Umpire is not at all fazed by that. They're saying play on. Up to the front door, the little backhander. Well, a massive backhand shot coming from Nick Roldan, but couldn't quite find Juan Martin Zubia. Castagnola, here it comes. Kept low, put wide.
So they dominated the third, and so we'll see how they come out here. I figured Travieso would come hard early. We'll see what they decide to do. But off to the outside there is Heta had an opportunity. Juan Martin Zubia on the knock-in, looking for Nick.
And he's found Mr. Roldan. And he, of course, has been, well, sometimes you just run out of things to say about this young man, Nick Roldan. Such a hard worker and technically one of the best. Look at this. This is from behind the halfway line. Now, if that ball were to go all the way, well, it won't, but Mr. Kaye can finish. And that is a superb play by Nick Roldan and Theo Kaye.
Yeah, we love that. That is great. And look at this. He was 20 yards behind. That ball would have been in if Nick goes for that shot again. Now remember, Nick hit one from Aspen hit one from 168. Okay, wow. But they say the altitude in Aspen is a big deal. But right there, he was 20 to maybe 25 yards behind the line, and he laid it 15 yards in front. So that ball would have been in the goal. But a great finish there by Theo Kaye. And I love that they're using Theo now because Theo played a lot of defense in the first half, Get him on the offense.
No, well, whatever it is that they discussed, it's already bearing fruits here in the first minute of Chukker number 4. A little interruption here. Let's see what happened there. We've got Paquito de Narvaez, and in comes Nick. And then from right behind comes the number 4, Pablo McDonough.
Yeah, they all come together there. Throw a blanket over all 4, and it's not an easy play. But here, this is when. Let's see what they're going to do here. They might take a look at it or slow it down a little bit, and we'll see what they decide. Dicey play, as you can say, like rolling dice. They're all rolling around in there. They're all coming from different angles. We had 3 quick line change. One bounce up. One it looked like Zubia hit it back at
it did.
Nick first, and then Nick got it. Then Nick changed the line again. Then it went off on a horse. Then it went this way. Then Pablo got in there. Paquito was already there, and but I think they called it right. They had it on it. And 5B from the center. Remember, anything behind the lines worth 2.
Yeah, this one's a little bit short. Going about 110 yards by Zubia. I'm all for Nick taking the next 5B if they get another one in this 4th Chukker, because as you rightly said, Del, he hit it so crisp and so cleanly. But now Castagnola, Heta takes it, lets the mallet do all the work for him. On the bounce, the full volley, I think that was. It's going to drop just shy. Paquito, he was a little bit too far afield to pick that one up, so Roldan will clear it. Hammers that one downfield. Remember, field number 1, as is field number 2 and 3, of course, grand champions running from north to south. Travieso currently trying to get that ball towards that south end goal. You see it in the background there, and Audi, of course, towards Miami, i.e. I beg your pardon, that was the north end goal to the south end goal. And here is, once again, the 10-goaler, McDonough.
Great ball control here, and I love the way they switched it up here. And they have Pablo now just controlling the play. You remember they're going forward early with Heta. They had Paquito, Mark, and now Pablo. So it looks like Audi going to a different play.
What an effective steal there by Mackenzie Weiss. Stealing the ball, but a whistle will stop the action. I wouldn't mind having another closer look at that last play.
It came together kind of uneven to me. Take a look at this right here.
There.
Watch, they're going to come together right there. I don't know if that was a problem or not. Right here. Are they uneven? Yeah. So who's creating the danger, though, is the question. So you got one player running down the line. You got the ball on the right side. You have a player coming from left to right. Come together, and they're going to go the courtesy change here. Now, this is a play that can be triggered. Of course, remember, anytime you have contact between the 2 4-legged athletes, that's a ride-off. So it can be triggered by the umpires if needed. And, of course, any sword fight or any hook by players that if it looks like there's some malice involved, then they can take a look at that. Most hooks are very hard anyways because, these players hit the ball very hard. So sometimes you need to hook a player hard to make sure you stop his mallet.
Absolutely.
It's like what's a slash hook, on a 10-goaler who's a magician with a mallet. So you need to stop him somehow. So, but they can look at it all, and that's what's good about We've loved that with the technology here at CTV Sports. And, of course, in the game of polo, developing around that. And this is a perfect play to look at because at first call, what do you got there yet? On first call now, and we've seen it 3 times.
Yeah.
It's still tight. You know, they're going to go with an uneven ride-off against the black.
Yeah.
I mean, you can flip a coin. You know, I mean, like who's creating the danger? So.
I was just going to say that really could have gone either way.
Yeah.
Another monster shot, but this time just gone wide.
Very tough call, and especially for the umpires on the polo field. So. But they're going to go with center on it. 5B for Audi. They went for it there. Went for the 2-pointer.
Yep.
And a nice hit. On the knock-in now, Zubia. Let's see if Travieso, well, one unanswered goal here in the 4th.
That's all she wrote so far, but we still have a good 3 minutes remaining. Nick Roldan again on the move. Just deciding and contemplating who he's going to play it to. He's going to find Juan Martin Zubia. And I think the idea was to send it back to Nick, who was on his way up to that north end goal. Nana straight through the middle. There is the man I just spoke of. And Roldan and the deflection coming off the pony there of Pablo McDonough.
Mm-hmm. So Nick gets the pass here, and then Pablo is in front of him. Kind of a late whistle. But the play developed late, so. Okay, so we are going to have a challenge on the play. Risk-reward matrix.
Yeah. Well, according to you, Dale, this is not the ideal time, is it? Which I can understand.
I mean, I'm not a big fan on challenging the 4 Chukker, but they are going to save a goal shot penalty. You know, they're going to save a goal shot penalty, a 4, 3, or 2, because they're moving it up. So, and if you think you're 100% right, 120% right, then go for it.
Yeah,
and that was it was a play like Powell might think he's riding away. So, you know, and he has a point. You know, he pulled, but you know, Nick, you know, they remember. What's interesting about those calls like that is, remember, if they go to a challenge, that the IRO has the ability to slow it down and see every little movement, and it's not the same on the field. And we see it in here all the time. And you're gonna get the high flag there. So it was gonna be an open goal. So you know they could save that, but Nick will pick one up here. But if you do go to challenge, Jan, you got to be careful because when it goes to be broken down with the IRO, he can look at all the angles. He's going to see different things that you might feel or see on the field.
Absolutely.
Yeah, with the naked eye, you know, it doesn't see the same. So,
well, all of a sudden, Dale, it's just 2 goals in it, and as we expected, Travieso coming out of the halftime interval a little bit different, a lot stronger. Currently, it's 2-0. Theo Kaye and Nick Roldan both picking up a goal here in the 4th Chukker. And barely had that second goal in this Chukker being scored by Nick. And they come back to the line. We have a throw-in and our first whistle.
Yeah, and they'll stop the clock with 2:17. And I guess we're going to chat about this one. Now, that ball's 5A from the spot in favor of Audi. Castanola.
Well, even if he goes for the shot now, it would only be a 1-pointer, but it's always great to see when he does open those shoulders and watch this ball just go out of bounds on the left-hand side. He was clearly going for it.
Yeah, and he's hitting the ball well. So just off to the side there. But what a great Chukker here by Travieso. I mean, 2 unanswered goals here. If they could finish one more, it'll be spectacular, this 3rd Chukker for them, and especially with the unanswered goals as Zubia.
We'll send it out to the left this time, where Nick was waiting for him. One-touch polo, here it comes. Roldan will send it down to Mackenzie. But he, on the other hand, has 2 defenders with him. Castagnola.
Yeah, he kind of baited him a little bit. Watch how Hete takes the ball out to the right, and then he pushes it up. Watch when he knows where McKenzie is. He pushes him out the outside left, goes under the neck with it. He flips it up forward, and then he holds his mallet here, and he rides underneath. And not that McKenzie is underneath, but his horse's head. So that's why he's 10 goals.
Minute and 20 remaining. And, well, as you said, if they keep this up, Dale, it's going to be, or make for some very exciting final two Chukkers.
Opportunity here now, though. Now they're going to talk where do they want to move this ball. And we saw that Travieso had taken Teo and moved him more to the predominant number 1 position, where in the first half he was Mark and Teo were all over the place. They were playing every position. They were riding off, making hooks, not playing that number 1. And remember, if you have a player out in front on a play like this, you're 50 yards from the center. And, well, I mean, Hete can hit the ball 100, 120, 130 yards every time on a pass. So if you have players in front, should the ball move from the center? It's not going to be a spot hit for sure. So they go to center first. And now they decide, and they're going to say center. But that's a good one to look at just to make sure you don't need to move the ball.
Monster shot coming and finished by Hete Castagnola. Well, the goal judge had to just do a little jump there because it was a daisy cut. And have another look at this. It all started with the long ball coming from McDonough. And at the front door, good work there by Paquito de Narvaez. And then Hete Castagnola with another superb finish.
Yeah, broken play. And you know what happens on a broken play.
Yeah.
And but a great volley there by Castagnola.
Ball back in play, and Audi have won it again. And again, it's Castagnola round the outside of Zubia. Well, he's actually beaten him. And look at that, the mallet just doing all the work for him. Castagnola with another touch. Left behind the Cobra. Mark Ganzi not able to pick up his second goal his third goal of the game. And that gives Travieso once again a chance. McKenzie, Weiss. Stolen by Hete Castagnola. Oh, and what an effective steal here by Nick Roldan. Unlucky that he didn't make a clean contact on that ball. He did all the hard work and then denied the run downfield due to a slight miss hit.
Yeah, good energy though there. There you go. So 2-1 at the end. Audi gets one, and that's what they wanted. So we'll send them off, get everybody ready for the 5th Chukker of play.
When I founded the Taqueria 48 years ago, the goal was to service polo players fieldside and carry a complete line of polo equipment. Since those early days, we now carry everything for the horse and rider. Anything that goes on or near a horse, you're likely to find here in our store. We still have polo equipment made by polo players for polo players.
Welcome back, everybody. A very good afternoon. It's just gone 3 o'clock, and we've just had 4 very, very exciting chukkers behind us, especially Chukker 3 and 4. Triple Crown of Polo, semi-final number 1, of which the second is coming up right after this game. And as Dale, you were saying, in Chukker number 3, 5 goals by Audi, just the 1 by Travieso. They left the field at half-time, 8 goals to 4. And then when Chukker number 4 started, for the majority of that Chukker, Travieso were actually leading by 2 goals to 1. Castagnola picking up a last-minute goal right at the very end. So there has been a change, and Travieso, as you can see, on the ball again. And they were within 2, but that goal, as I was just saying, right at the very end, made it 3 again. And this could have again reduced the deficit to just 2 goals.
What a shot by Zubia. And a very strong attempt by Mackenzie to put that ball in. I thought the ball was going in, actually.
I thought so, too.
Yeah, Mackenzie came from right to left there, trying to get a little tap on it. But again, I like Juan Martin shooting from distance. Keep shooting.
Well, we saw that's how when Nick Roldan started Chukker number 4.
Yeah, I mean, both of them are amazing at the long ball, Nick and Zubia. You know, I say spread them out a little more.
Yeah,
would be because when Audi gets going as a tight machine, they're very difficult. Pablo on the knock-in down the center, loose ball play, bounces off a pony, quick line change. Nick comes in from right to left. Lesser angle is going to go to number 2 in the way.
Yep.
Now.
And that was, again, sorry to interrupt there, is again because of that quick line change.
Yeah, quick line change, and again, difficult for the players, probably more difficult for the players than the umpires, because the umpires have a little bit, they're looking for those. Players are looking to get an offensive attack. But it can be very difficult to judge who's got that little lesser angle. And like you said, we've seen so many close, tight plays. And but now is ball placement time. And that's because that ball was just off of center. So you're in that 20-yard gray area, which I talk about all season, about moving those balls. And they've been consistent. They're going to move it. So you got players going downfield on offense, and here comes Hetta from the 60.
Well, that is unfortunately the second 60 he's put wide. So
yeah, he was dialed in, wasn't he? Most of his tournament, I think.
Yeah.
Those are a few different misses because he went right and left, but still have the 3-goal lead.
So ball knocked back into play. And Audi want to capitalize on the fact that they are in that Travieso half. Near side backhand shot from Zubia. And another whistle. Now, what happened on that backhand shot?
Watch how Zubia goes to the line. You can learn a lot from this. Number 4 in the dark jersey. Watch just how he goes to the line. Look at and then up the line and then back it.
Yeah.
And you can learn a lot from that. Instead of going to the ball, he goes to the line.
With it.
He watches them. And then he's got control. And that's just a great demonstration of how you do it at a high level. Amazing horse. As he comes in there at full speed and, he's walking the tightrope. Then they're going to say here, though, that he actually was over the line.
Okay,
See, they're going to say he was shading before he made the back shot. And that's what I was wondering, because he comes in there to make that back shot, and then he falls across a little bit. So showing you how to get there, but then also it's too bad. We had a player, I didn't know if Hetta was pushing there that much, but I guess, they're going to go ahead and call that. So they're going to say he was shading the line, I think, or not, or maybe it's going the other way. No, it's going the other way. I apologize. I thought he was okay. My fault. I beg your pardon there. Yeah, because I thought he was clean all the way. So that's going to go in favor of him. And on the 5A.
Yeah, but the recipient of that pass, Nick Roldan, didn't get to the ball. Castagnola on the boards, Paquito as well. Nick Roldan, again, working very hard, trying to take it around. He's found a little gap, and away we go. And he's another very, very beautiful pony, Nick Roldan. Trying to control the ball. Now needs to shake off Castagnola. He's got a man behind. But Nick is going to probably try and work this one himself all the way on the near side, back to the offside. Roldan in front of goal.
Oh, stepped on it. As it was,
Yeah.
they were all coming together in there. And someone might have to get off and get this one out. You see there at the trying. They always take the balls out for safety of the four-legged athlete.
Of course.
Yeah. If they do get stepped on, or we saw that earlier today, how they had a play where the horse was turning out, and 600-pound animal.
Mm-hmm.
They can dig in very, very tight, and also remember the horses have caulks on their a caulk that is a legal size,
right,
on the back heels for safety, of course, and stability.
So, Travieso is trying to keep that ball within the Audi half, and just a little adjustment there of the helmet by Hector Castagnola. And that ball is going to go only as far as Nick Roldan. Here we go. Nick can't control it. In comes Pablo McDonough. But Nick, well, he clearly wants it today, Dale. You really feel he wants it.
I agree. Yeah, well said.
Nick all the way for Travieso. And then a little elegant finish to pick up his, let's have a quick look here, his second goal.
She is pretty, this mare. You said it earlier, but this little black mare, she puts her ears back, and she is off to the races. Pablo knows there's nothing he can do, just kind of stay in the rumble seat and hope for the worst, And but Nick, again, yeah, you said, just getting a roll there. You got it. That's what they needed. Down by 2. We got a match.
We do indeed. Down by 2. Courtesy change coming up. We have, of course, the 6th Chukker also ahead. But let's just quickly remind you of what is coming up here at Grand Champions Polo Club and, of course, on CTV Sports over the coming days. Saturday, Hall of Fame Cup. 10 o'clock, the PTF, the Polo Training Foundation with the Jimmer Newman Memorial and Johnston Cup. And then, of course, Sunday. Well, beg your pardon, Saturday afternoon, the final of the Triple Crown. You don't want to miss that. But the action continues on Sunday, 12:45, the USPA Butler Handicap. And then at 2:30, the Miami Polo Cup, where Delta will be taking on Don Julio.
Yeah, that should be fun.
Yeah.
Some new sponsors also.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's some names in there that I know, but I haven't seen them played here. So it's great to see Don Julio and the group.
So that's coming up on this weekend. Remember, CTV Sports will bring you all the action. Make sure you tune in. And, of course, we want to still wish both of these teams all the very best of luck. Whoever wins this, of course, will be in the final. And I'm sure we'll be watching very closely that second semi-final.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one with Casablanca, Grant Ganzi, Laura Figueres, Rufino Benzadone, Sapa Cassette, going up against Park Place, Andre Bourdin, Juan Britos, Alario Jo, and Joaquin Pinello. We're gonna bring that to you live from Park Place. So Casablanca going into Park Place's house, and that's tough. It's gonna be a good one. You don't want to miss that.
On the move though, Audi and Mr. McDonough here, Pablo, to put his team Audi into double figures.
That's good defense.
Very solid.
Wow. I mean, that takes it all the way down. When you can put 4 of your own team's horses within the 10-yard line or inside the 30-yard line, actually, and then have another 2 of the offensive team in there and still block them, great defense.
So, Travieso have it. Can they bring it within 1 goal before the end of the Chukker? Might they even bring it within, get the equalizer. Nick Roldan picks it up after the pass came to him from Zubia. Nick will take Mark with him to allow Zubia the space he needs, this time going on the right-hand side. He's found Mackenzie Weiss. And he's working hard, taking on Castagnola. But Paquito there, he saw that his Tengola needed a little bit of help. McDonough into the corner. 2.5 minutes remaining here in Chukker number 5, and Audi have it. And this is what we were talking about. Let's see now how Travieso can get possession of the ball again, because once Audi have that ball, it is such a difficult job just to get the ball off them, let alone make a play.
Yeah, no, you said it. That's where they like this. They control. They hold the ball very well, and they all work for each other. I mean, Heta and Pablo are doing as much work as Mark and Paquito.
Cheeky steal here by Juan Martin Zubia, taking the ball off Paquito. Roldan tried to interfere and tried to intercept, and oh, what a great touch from the 10-goaler McDonough to Castagnola. And Audi again on the move. Snaps an inside forehand. Now Mark, he knows he's got Pablo McDonough just behind him. Not able to, well, he did clear it. Yeah.
What a great series of plays there, though. Look at this. They're going to turn it around the corner here, and Nick Roldan's going to get an opportunity. Oh, bad luck there. And it'll be Pablo. And we're going to have, I thought he might have a 3-on-2, but it's actually going to go the opposite directions. McKenzie is going to try to get the hook on Pablo. Pablo is going to shoot from a good 80. That ball off to the right, but it'll be the Cobra.
Yeah, unlucky. Oh, ball still in play. Beg your pardon. Zubia. Juan Martin will leave it behind for Mackenzie. Weiss. Still Weiss. Now in comes Nick Roldan. And he will work it as much as he possibly can. Here comes the drive. Has he? Well, he's found Mark Ganzi. And he's going to leave that one behind here for the number 3. Here's the Castagnola out to the left-hand side. Back to Ganzi, I believe. McDonough.
That ball's got eyes, Jan.
It certainly does.
Whoa. Taken off the line and taken off very, very strong into the corner. They're going to be able to gather a few yards here. You might get one more run here from Nick Roldan with about 30 seconds. It looked like it was clicking down a little bit there. Yeah, 26, so 25. Oh bad luck there. So that'll end the Chukker. And that ball is just about to be on the 60 or just outside. So when we return for our 6th and final Chukker, we'll have a change of possession, a cop on the pitch, and that's going to go for Audi. We'll be right back.
Another great season. We had a blast this year. Great fields again. They keep getting better and better. And we got lucky with the rain this year and had a lot of fun polo.
There's nothing better than being out here in Aspen playing with these great people. Amazing views every day. I mean, how could you ask for more?
Best part about being out here in Aspen for the polo is the fields, the community, Melissa and Mark, the great competition, and the amazing horses and how the horses enjoy being out here.
I love the town, I love the valley, I love also spending time here in Carbondale. So I just love this place in general. I have a lot of friends. I've made lots of friends over the years. The Gansis have created a spectacular place here. that has become a really important summer destination for polo in America.
Aspen, I love it best. Our family's around, there's a ton of horses, a ton of golf, and a lot of fun polo. So.
Welcome back, everybody. Here we go then. The sixth and final Chukker. Still anyone's game. Dale and I, we've been talking about what the predictions are, and it's still too close to call. So they come back out onto the field, and, it's still, as I said, anyone's game. 2 points in it. Audi have it. And look at this. Heta Castagnola. My goodness, what a cracking goal there from the 10-goaler. As if he's doing it without even thinking about it. Just opens those shoulders, follows through, and you can see a big smile on the face there by the young 10-goaler.
Yeah, very strong shot there by Heta. And hit as well as you can hit a polo ball. And he was probably just outside the 60s, so a good 70 to 80 from the goal, and he was out by the boards. Remember the polo field, 300 yards long by 160 yards wide. So just, as you said, Jan, cracking shot.
Now then, the answer. What will be the answer of Travieso? Because Audi, again, in that dangerous area. Oh, my goodness, what a clever little play there, trying to just steer that one in. I mean, you need to look at that again very, very carefully, because he was doing something incredible. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before. He was completely wrong-footed. Here it comes on your screens. Have a look. There is Paquito, the backhand from Paquito, and then just trying to sort of nudge it in, you know?
Yeah, he kind of just deflected it, kind of tapped off of his mallet, tried to drag it. Actually, he drug it too far, actually, a little bit. So great thought process there. And Pablo and his bag of tricks. We've seen he's added all kinds of different pump fakes and little plays. And in a long season, when you're playing against a different team, you need to change it up. So love watching watch his style and what how he plays the game.
Well, that ball was definitely meant for Teo, who, as you were saying earlier, Dale, it'd be nice to see him get involved a little bit more. Roldan sticking with the 10-goaler. Mackenzie, Weiss as well. But again, he's just leaving everyone behind. Pony power, of course, very important. A great pass up to Mark, the two number ones. And well done, Teo, for coming back. Turn around by Heta. Travieso getting the better of that turn. Roldan tucks in behind. Zubia still in possession for Travieso. And he's appealing that somebody there came right across his line.
Yeah, it looked like Mark's trying to clear out here. But I think, let's see if Juan Martinez, he's dragging it forward here. So, yeah, just in a bad spot. And he's going to get caught there, coming from right to left. They should get a goal shot penalty out of this. Yeah, they're probably going to get a 60. Now, remember, Audi is out of challenges, so they cannot challenge. And the triggers are available to the umpires. And Travieso, they still have a challenge here for the 6th Chukker. And a good call. Mark's clearing out, but like I said, he's just kind of slowing them up a little bit. So they're going to go ahead. They'll go ahead. Again, that is in the gray area, and they're going to move that down to the 60.
So a big opportunity here for Nick Roldan to bring Travieso within 2 points.
Switches to a left lead here, but I don't think he's going to have a problem with that. Oh, yeah. It's a little different. We're talking about the leads left and right. Looked like he was coming around on the right, and then she went left, then she went to right, and then he just kind of left her on the left. So maybe he's used to hitting that way. Some players will hit on the opposite lead, but most of them try to hit on
exactly. Yeah.
But I've seen a few players that did that, but different styles. 3 goals down, a lot of time left here. So here comes Heta.
Castagnola, nicely controlled. Checks. Has a little look. No, very much aware of the fact that time is very much on his side now. And Travieso Well, first and foremost, they need possession. A little bit of a misunderstanding there within by Paquito de Narvaez.
Yeah, this is. I'm surprised that he did that. Now, this is a great play by Juan Martin here. Right here, when the guy turns into you, you go to the ball.
Yeah.
Because Paquito's trying to get control there, but then that play there, he's got to stay more composed. He's got to stay a little more tranquilo there. And he'll watch it. He'll watch it. And he gets better every minute, that kid. Every chukker, every minute, it's been fun watching him go from 2 to 5. So, and his father, amazing polo player. And mother comes from a huge family, of course. And grandfather, 10 goals. He's, and then, like I said, his father, Paco, played for the Audi team a couple years here in Whirlpool League.
He did.
Yeah, okay. And then mom's all the brothers, father, everything. It's, amazing. So he comes from a great family, Polo, and they live and dream and love it. And Danielle, his grandfather, loves us. I remember he just loves CTV Sports, actually. I mean, not to say us, but the whole deal.
I know what you mean.
Came over and gave us so much love at the field there.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah, and Argentine Open winner, his grandfather.
Yeah.
Tango player. He was one of my coaches when I was younger, when I played out with Pat Nesbitt out in California for a couple of years with Paquito's uncle, actually, and Mariano Gonzalez. And Daniel did a lot of coaching. He coached a lot of the open teams, so he would coach our teams. It was fun working under his grandfather. Playing under his grandfather, I should say. All right, here we go. 3-goal difference, 4.5 left. I've seen Travieso, remember they had 8 goals in the first half in their last game. Not a huge scoring game for them, but, I mean, they are, winning the second half.
They certainly are.
Okay, so we've been talking about challenges, we've been talking about ball placement, and we've been talking about fouls. So we did have a foul on the play. We talked about it. And we had the courtesy change. That was taking us a little time there. There was changing here. And they challenged the ball placement.
Okay.
And they won. And they're going to get a penalty 4, move to a penalty 3. So they still retain their challenge. They're going to get an opportunity to put the game within 2 goals with 4:30 left. Not a bad spot.
Nope. And also no mistake there by Mr. Roldan to pick up his penalty 3. And that makes it 1 apiece. So
now, this is anybody's match.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, Audi's has been in the lead. But Travieso seems to be picking up every chukker to see who finishes strong.
And
Nick.
They have it again. Nick has to, he's going to leave it for Juan Martin. Subia, Nick going upfield, wanting that ball back. And now he tucks in behind. Juan Martin will work this one himself. He might get another piece of this. He knows he's got Teo Calle there he is. And it's just unfortunate that bounce had a bit of spin on it, and it spun away from Teo as opposed to Teo.
Yeah, they got to focus on every shot here. They're not going to get many opportunities against Audi in the next 3 minutes. So let's see if they can, pick choice shots. Pablo.
McDonough, who's he going to play it to? I have a funny feeling he might play it to Hector Castagnola. Or he's going to just run it himself. No, he's going to play it. There's a cut shot there. No, he's going to be there in time. It'll be Mackenzie. Beg your pardon. Nick Roldan now. Nick Roldan gets it and sends it downfield. Mackenzie Weiss was there with him. A nice little chip shot. Castagnola will pick it up. Will he get a chance to shoot? Here it comes.
No, just off the right. Still have time. They need a positive possession here, though, on this knock-in. 2:35 by the time they get going. Maybe 2:30. Quick goal would be perfect.
So, Juan Martin Zabia. Needs to make this one count. Paquito sticking with him.
Everybody on fresh legs here, Jan, so they all have the opportunities and the power to go coast to coast.
So left behind for Nick Roldan. Hammers that one over to the left-hand side. Good pickup by Juan Martin Zubia. Zubia working it very well. Zubia on the near side. In comes Castagnola. Plays it across the field.
Wow, interesting play there. They came together on the bump. And Zubia, he was going to go near side, but after they rode each other off, there was space between them. And incredible shot there to open that ball. I don't know how he got the mallet between both horses without hitting the horse. I mean, great shot, but off to the side, and Audi will take control here. Amazing how those possessions, you got that knock-in or that 5. You see Pablo and them, they're staying focused here with 1:33 left. They know they haven't finished yet. Good conversation there with Mark and Pablo. Ganzi and McDonough. Little timeout, tack time. And this will not hurt any of the teams, actually. Probably help both teams. Both teams mounted up here right at the end, so anything can happen here, but that was a big run. Bad luck there for Travieso. Pablo on the knock-in one time. He's going to lengthen. He's going to want to get it out here.
Yeah, now who's he found on the left-hand side? Well, he's definitely found a Travieso defender as the clock is ticking down. Nick Roldan trying to shake off Paquito de Narvaez. Roldan, nice pass. Sent back by McDonough, who finds Hector Castagnola. It's got a bit too busy there for Hector. Now then, for Audi, Paquito.
Ooh. This is... Now remember, they have challenges left, but you're going to foul here. If they get the foul, he brings it back to the inside here. Juan Martin right there. I think you're going to get it right there because remember the problem with that is he's 90 degrees, and that's where you get caught. I guess all players should understand with umpiring. If you get in a standstill and a bunch of players, and you saw how the other teams, a lot of with Heta and Juan Martin, they were kind of like this at 45s, and they let that go. But the minute you get 90, you're going to have to give a play. And you get stuck most of the time. You're stuck on a 90. You're not trying to go 90.
No, sure.
But you get stuck there. But if you do, in the umpire rule book, you're going to have to give a play. And this is kind of interesting here, Jan. You're going to get an open goal. And if they make this one down by 1, they are going to get one more bowl in. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Nick. And there you go. And will they make it back? They should make it back here, so. And what happened? Did that go wide? Are they calling it wide? Oh. Well, this will work in their favor. Because if they trigger this, they're going to stop the clock.
Yeah.
Which means that if it's a goal, they'll be back to the center with 47 seconds on the clock. If that's... Mm-hmm. Yes. Wow, we have a different match, everybody. And, hey, you got to check sometimes if it's that close. And most of the time, the teams that are... Remember, the defending teams are the teams that are asking for a trigger. Most of the time the guys that hit it are saying it's in, but you show for to be sportsmen, and it's an umpire call. So, but they had the open goal penalty 2 there, yeah. So, actually a 3. I apologize. Penalty 3 for Nick. That's his second one here.
Yeah.
now you're going to go ahead and we'll see if they maybe taking a look at it again just one more time to make sure. But this is going to work. This is a part of the game. It happens. But this is going to be an opportunity now. Travieso, if they can win this bowl-in,
that would be.
They have time. Yeah, they're going to take a little more time off. I think that's a good adjustment right there. 31 seconds. That makes sense. Out the back door, picked up by Pablo McDonough, trying to keep it going while Martine's going to hammer one back. Mackenzie Weiss might get an opportunity here, but good positioning. Oh, off the podium there, but no problem. And a great thought process here by Paquito to take the man and work the clock. And Pablo's going to hit the next shot, and that should finish it. So, well, good comeback here, Yan.
Yeah.
And some final words real quick because we are getting ready for our next game.
Indeed. Well done, Audi. Back through to the final. Commiserations, but a great second half by Travieso. I am very much looking forward to our second semifinal.
You got it. Here's our second half final stats right there for you. Still had the shots on them. You got it 22-14. You just need more shots. And they beat them on throw-ins, also, and everything else. So for Yan Edick Frank, I'm Dale Schwetz. I speak for everyone here at CTV Sports when I say thank you for making us leaders in polo broadcasting. And remember, here at CTV Sports, we love the polo.